Hello everyone, welcome to the PubCast. I'm Seeds. With me, of course, is the normal crew of troublemakers. So cameras are on now. You guys can see us. Some of you have seen us for a little bit because we've been doing some webcam shenanigans. But we have ourselves Puggims, and we have ourselves Grizzle, the Mexican, whatever the hell you want to call him. And we have, of course, NDG's Too Balanced, aka Zoom.
Where the fuck do you get Mexican?
I don't know. I don't know.
I think being British is the furthest thing from being Mexican.
I don't know. You're leaving Europe. I just assume it's the same thing.
So this is a PubCast, which we will try to keep on schedule here, but it's
and on topic.
For a while there, it was a weekly podcast. It's had like 2 or 3 different versions of it have popped up here and there, but I'm going to talk about Evolve, and kind of this week we're just kind of talking about like the resurgence of Evolve Stage 2 coming up, and we got something to talk about there.
Yeah, we got lots of stuff coming at you. We're basically discussing the changes, everything that's happened. We've had now several days to check out Evolve Stage 2. Some of us have had more time than others to prepare for this, but we'll be able to discuss everything that's gone on, and we'll bring it up to speed on how this could possibly affect the competitive scene, what metas we're expecting, and how things are going. So, Patch Day, I guess, is the first topic. So, I will go to Grizzle last, because I think that's probably the best way to do this. So, Puggims, Patch Day, what happened? Actually, I guess before we should introduce Parker, actually, I'm sorry.
Yeah, let's do introductions all the way around.
So, I'm Seeds. I was a caster. I'm probably going to be a caster in the future, but I'm taking a hiatus over the summer for living arrangements, so that's who I am. Played on mykpv.de. It was an okay competitive team. We did alright. Had some fun matches. Puggims is right there, so... Who are you, Puggims? For the new people.
I'm a sometime streamer, but I'm on a competitive team that's Dildozers. We've been in a few tournaments. Do all right. Still, we're looking to get back into it pretty heavy here with the Stage 2. And I'll be around.
All right. And Grizzle, who are you? Because no one here knows who you are.
I thought I was a sensational YouTuber, Puggims, quoted by Puggims or whatever it was on the forum.
Super sensation.
Super sensational. I make videos about Evolve in general. I guess I'm going to be doing some more tutorials now. Stage 2 is out because I know that's definitely needed. Because there's obviously a large amount of people that are new to the game. And yeah, I just make videos basically about the game and of news, tutorials, gameplay, that kind of stuff.
All right,
and they're sensational videos.
Sensational.
Although I will say your editing skills have improved quite a bit with that last Legacy of Evolve one. That was amazing. Love the shit out of that.
Well, skills helped me with like the sort of logo.
Oh, that's what it was. It was skills.
The fire stuff. That was her. Like everything else was me though.
Oh, okay. So skills did it all. You just took the credit.
No.
Oh, okay.
I gave credit.
Fourth guy here.
Fourth guy. We got two balanced down there. Why don't you tell us about yourself? Who are you? Why should you be here?
I'm Zoom, or Too Balanced, or Parker. I came to PC from Xbox in Christmas. I play Trapper for Endurance Gaming, or NDG. And, yeah, pretty much we're going to grind this patch and participate in all the upcoming tournaments that we can.
Perfect.
Awesome.
And just because, just a quick round, what's your main class, or what's your main selection?
Trapper.
Okay, Puggims?
Trapper.
Grizzle?
Monster Assault, I'd go with.
And I'm a medic monster. So just to let people know where the perspectives are going. All right, now back to Patch Day.
If we do that and say Trapper, and then Caster, Streamer, if we could just redo it.
Caster, YouTuber, yeah. Thanks. We're not real people. Although...
No.
All right, so we're going back to Patch Day reactions. What happened that day? How did you react to the free-to-play announcement for the Stage 2 Evolve? You. A
lot of us, we just assumed it's going to be free-to-play as soon as they said, like back in February, that there is Title Update 9 delayed because of legal reasons, and so
it's not legal reasons. I said legal reasons because I had no idea myself, and then everyone thought
it wasn't legal.
And then I started that shit. Hey, watch. I know the. I now know the exact reason. But
Well, you want to enlighten us? Is it? Sorry. Is it in the category of?
Can we believe you now? Should we believe you before?
I can't enlighten you, but it wasn't legal reasons.
Okay,
The reason was bullshit, but I can't say why. But I might let you in.
Okay. I got a theory about this now. Okay, based off of what you said. All right, it was a cow steamrolled into the Turtle Rock servers, and it basically laid shit all over everything and ruined everything. He said it was bullshit. It's true. Put that on the forums.
In any case, everyone I talked to, we'd all assumed that free-to-play was going to be the major change that was coming. Maybe our assumption pressured in, but I kind of feel like that's where they wanted to go anyway. But even with that assumption going into it, when the countdown, like they had an Evolve Game countdown website timing down to the stream, I still didn't quite think it was going to be the update ready that day. And then when they said it was like the day after the countdown started, they said, "Oh well, it's going to be free to play on PC." I was like, okay, that's the patch. Thought it was going to be the end of the month for sure. I was quite surprised, quite relieved, and then just kind of blown away by how fast it just like hit. Just like
I think that was the plan originally. To go that way. Yeah, they just wanted it to. I mean, they couldn't let delay it any longer than they already had. They just needed to get it right out there.
I'm sure there's a plan, but from my perspective, I was looking at them. I was all pumped. Okay, I'm going to sit here. I'm going to watch the Evolve game stream and see I'm going to watch the info, and then later on I'll be able to play the game. But what happened was, like, I turned the stream off and started playing the game.
I knew, yeah, I thought that was going to happen. I think.
It's like, and they have their play with the devs. I never played with the devs. I was like, shit, I straight into a lobby. Gotta to work here.
Gotta start grinding that quick play. Alright, what about you, Zoom? I mean, too bad. Whatever name.
It was just like a Christmas miracle, dude. I was like shifting between games. I was like, I kind of wanted to play Dead by Daylight and like Overwatch, and then like Rainbow Six. I was just like shifting between those three. But then when they announced this, I was like, this is it. This is the dream. It's finally happening. We've been waiting years for this.
It's happening.
Well, like 6 months, but years, sure, years.
All right, I guess I'm next because we all know Grizzles is going to be the long story. I'm probably the only person here that was a bit of a reverse reaction. Like, I felt like I was punched in the stomach when I first heard, like, the free-to-play announcement. Like, I just got home from work. Like, I didn't see the stream live. I didn't get any of that experience. I got home from work, and I had nothing. Like, I stayed off Twitter. I stayed off everything because I wanted to see what happened. And, like, I felt like I watched the thing, and I felt like I was, like, punched in the stomach, and I just felt it turning. Like, I was unsure about it, admittedly, because, like, I've been through this before, or a similar experience with S2 games and Heroes of New Earth. And then, like, admittedly, I was unsure. And then, like, I started playing it, and I started seeing all the changes, the way things are going, the free-to-play model, and it's much better than what Heroes of New Earth did S2 games, so, like, their comparisons, like, I wasn't too sure, but now, like, since I'm playing it, it's definitely feel like I've got the Evolved crack cocaine going right to my IVs again. It's, like, the fresh dosage. It's just like, yes!
And it's also remarkable how free the free-to-play is. It's
zero.
Literally free.
Yeah,
it's
literally
complete, like,
zero.
I can't spend money if I want to.
Yeah.
However, you can send anonymous Kinder eggs to the TRS office.
Well, Terra will steal all those, but yeah. I don't know if anyone else will get Kinder eggs. They'll be gone in a second anyway.
So next is Grizzle. So tell us how your Wednesday was.
Well, where do we begin? Well, I knew about the free-to-play everything about 2 weeks prior to you guys knowing, and they basically got me in a Skype call and told me they were going to tell me something, and I wasn't expecting this at all. And they recorded my reaction and shit, and I kind of flipped my shit.
So that's where that GIF came from.
Yeah, that's exactly what. And then I flipped my shit. It was fantastic. And then they told them. And originally, I was like a bit like, "Oh, are you joking?" kind of thing. And then they told me all the details for it, and I was like, "Actually, this is going to be fucking awesome." So they told me all that, and then anyway, so on the day, I mean, I don't know if you want me to go into detail about my trip there, but I'll probably just talk about the patch.
What time did you get to the airport? What'd you pack? What'd you wear?
Did your mom give you a kiss when she dropped you off?
I'll let you know, mate, if you want.
No, skip it.
Hey, you know what? Did you at least get a kiss when you left, or what?
What?
You and your mom dropped you off. Did she give you a kiss on the cheek or what? Sound like a good time in America, son.
I kiss and hug my mum. What's wrong with that?
I just thought I'd ask.
Just because your parents don't love your seeds, all right? It's calm down. Right. So, do you want me to actually tell you what's going to actually happen now? So, we got there with the hotel. I got up in the morning. All the other streamers kind of vacated in the lobby, so they had they had Stealth Shampoo. They had a guy called DJ. He's a really nice guy. They had obviously Juju. They had a few other streamers I can't remember the names of.
Burn,
to be honest,
Bunny.
Burn,
What was that girl's name? What was that girl's name?
I know one was called Haley, but I don't know her
Haley.
stream name. I don't know what her stream name was. Yeah,
So
but
how
anyway.
many people did they actually have there?
Oh, in total, it was probably about 1, 2, 3, 4, probably around 10 streamers. I think 10 streamers on site. I think they had in total. Yeah. So anyway, we obviously on the day prior, we'd already set up. Or a lot of them had set up their streams and everything for the day anyway, because we'd already gone and done all that. So anyway, went to TRS, got in, and to be honest, it went really smoothly. We literally all just sat down, got our stuff set up, and then before we even knew it, they were already streaming it and announcing. And then it was quite awesome when they put the letter out. They told us when they put the letter out that they put on the forums, and so everyone was just going down the forums like, I can't wait to see Console's reaction to this. like sitting like, cause it was like, oh my god, like everyone was getting like really. I was really interested.
So what was
to see,
Console's reaction to it, Zoom?
I don't play console anymore, dude. I only use it for Netflix.
So that pretty much answers that question. PC Master Race.
Zoom.
Yes.
Zoom.
Zoom. Let's go. Zoom.
Welcome to the Master Race, buddy.
So anyway, you were saying? Grizzle?
So yeah, was it me or I can't remember who was?
I think you were talking.
They were like actively anticipating the console bitch fest.
Well, I mean, literally, the thing what happened was, I mean, when they told me initially, and they told me in the Skype call about it, and then they kind of went over it as if it was like nothing, and I went, whoa. I was just like, I don't want to be the one to have to take that fucking bullet, just saying. But no, they seem. To
I don't
be
think
fair,
that's a bullet. That's pretty much
I think
like
it has gone.
thrown down a
Obviously, you're gonna
subway.
I mean, obviously, you're getting the salt train coming, but I think people have really taken it way better than I thought they were going to. Most people that really, really can't stand to not play it have just gone to PC, and those that play on console that really still love the game, they're just, I mean, yeah, it's complete. I mean, now it probably isn't being played at all, considering this has happened to them. But what's going to happen is it's going to be a lot smoother for console, because obviously one of the reasons they couldn't come to console was because they can now update the game weekly on PC, whereas opposed if they had console as well, it would be monthly. And that's and the thing is, they couldn't actually tell you that before, and so like it was making to the Corey pretty like fucking annoyed that he couldn't tell anyone.
No, they could have. They still could have. They could have just had to
mean,
ignore the consoles.
I think
It's a relief.
but either way, it's a great thing. And the thing is, when it does come to consoles as well, it doesn't mean that we're going to be updated, not be updated weekly anymore. It will continue to be updated weekly, like bug fixes and all that jazz. So it's going to be a lot better, and I think it'll just be genuinely smoother for console. And it's not like they're not going to get it. So that's the main thing. But in general, this is the day of the stream. It was it was fantastic. I mean, a lot of people. I was still getting my stuff set up and sorting my videos out when the stream was actually going on. I was just occasionally looking in the chat, and then had my own stream for I don't know 6 hours or whatever it was. And it went great. It went really good. It was quite funny to see.
Yeah, I stopped by you.
Your upload must have been bringing down the website or something, because I know they were.
I did not. They're already uploaded, so kind of
Okay.
that. No, it's just like annotations and all that.
Holy shit! We had a 46k peak on a Monday. Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway,
well, that's a Monday. So I guess that goes to our next topic, because I was getting ready to talk about it. Sorry, man. So I guess we're going to take a look at Steam charts. We reached a new, like our old peak was 27,089, I think it was.
For release day. A year
Evolve.
ago.
Oh, they fucking killed it.
Then the first day of the patch going free to play, they reached 24,525, which was like, okay, like that's a good returning number. Next day peak was 40,803. And yes, I have different tabs recording all of these. Okay.
Yeah,
so
I was watching it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last one was 51,099 players concurrently. Not even like in the game. I'm talking concurrently, making it the top 10 most popular game on Steam. That's insane. That's goddamn
Yeah.
insane.
It's going to continue going, I think.
That's
I hope
521
so.
insane.
I mean, obviously, it's still early days, but I think just the way, I mean, the how well they've done it anyway. I just think it's gonna glue. It really
So as
is.
far as your anticipations or your hopes for what kind of, like, we all thought, okay, this is a chance to revitalize the game. What number was in your mind? Because my mind is like, 10 to 20,000. That would be just more than I could ever hope for.
I mean,
10,000.
Thing is, I think what's great is, I mean, the Turtle Rock guys, because I was having this conversation with Corey. They were sort of way under, like, we're expecting, just to be very lucky to get over what they had on the free to play weekend. I think that's what they were expecting, and
which
think
is like
the fact
10K.
that was
5
10K. That was 10K.
Yeah.
So I
So
think.
what
the
was
fact
your
that it's
magic
gone
number,
this
Grizzle?
way-
What was your magic number to make you happy with this release?
I think either way I would have been.
No.
supporting the game.
Pick
Anyway,
a
but,
number. What's the magic number?
I would have just been happy if I could find a fucking game. I don't know what number I needed for that, but like,
It was more than
I
150.
yeah, but like, it was definitely more than 150. Yeah, definitely.
right.
I think I agree with Puggims. Like 10 to 20K would have been perfect.
What about you, Balanced? Yeah.
I mean, for me, I always wanted to just hop on Evolve and then queue up for ranks and just find a match of people I've never played up against in my life.
Yeah.
And I can finally do that. It's amazing.
So, again, going back to what I said to Grizzle, because he did the same bull crap, what was your magic number?
I mean,
It's
had you
not a
even thought
straightforward
about it in
question.
terms of
You
that?
dick.
I mean-
you're not such a knob.
Not everyone had thought about it in those terms before. Like,
It's a hard question.
He
It is a
wanted it
difficult
to work.
question.
Yeah, I like how you don't bug
This-
him, but you bug me when I'm trying to figure out the answer.
Well,
you
I
you
didn't really
just
think
'cause
about
you're
it because I didn't know they were going free to play until like a day before it was announced.
Yeah,
Because I saw Grizzle's
exactly.
video on it. And I was like, oh, okay. And so I watched all of his other videos and then I started getting pumped for the patch. Then I was thinking, okay, well, a lot of people are going to try it, but it's probably going to deteriorate after it comes out. And then I thought maybe about a week or so or a month after the patch, I think maybe 3,000 will stick and it will just stay there. Because that's what it did for like 4 months after it started to die. There was just like a solid like 2,000 player base.
Yeah.
And it just went down and down and down.
Yeah. Like, I was prepared to be happy with 2,000 to 5,000. I was, I was prepared for that. I was like, you know what, we can make it work with that. And 10,000 would be like healthy matchmaking. 20,000 would be like more than I could hope for. But this is, this
Yeah,
is
concurrent.
way
It's
beyond.
incredible.
And just
Yeah,
like
well-
the amount of people on my friends list from old Evolve days, it's just like it's filling
Oh
up.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
my
great.
entire friends list is just
Yeah,
Evolve.
it's-
I'm at like
It's
300
fun.
now.
It's
It's
fantastic.
ridiculous.
Thing is, it's
Just-
great. It's, I mean, obviously, for a lot of us, it's more so we're just happy enough to play it. But the great thing, they've put more content in so that if it's playing's not enough for you, then you can obviously still enjoy yourself. So I don't know, just like cosmetics and kind of stuff like that.
Anteater Griffin.
Yeah, I mean,
Pink
I'm sorry. I mean,
hair.
I'm a bit of a sucker for cosmetics. I mean, I just went full out with Meteor and got my Prime skin, and oh, it's so nice. It is so
Humble brag,
good.
yeah.
So-
just slip that in. I'm a prime.
Yeah, we
I'm
tried to
a
get
prime-
lobbies with Grizzle. He's like, nope, gotta get that prime skin. Just gotta get that prime skin.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what.
Join into a lobby. Hey, Grizzle, you up for some customs? Nope, gotta get that prime skin.
I'm
that's
really
Seeds,
basically-
go fuck
trying to
yourself.
get coins in customs. I'm always playing customs and like scrimming people, but I don't get anything for it.
Exactly. You only get so many. There's a limit per week.
Yeah.
I think it's per week, or is it daily? I don't know. It's something like
I mean, I
that.
played with the guys I normally play with in ranked, and I got beaten because I took a stupid perk combination. So we instantly went in customs afterwards and played. And it was just like, yeah. So it does happen, but
All right. I guess the next question, since we discussed like our reactions to the free-to-play announcement, what do you feel about the free-to-play model for the short term versus how do you feel about it in the long term? I guess we'll start with balance because you've been kind of quiet today.
For the long term, it's definitely going to be better, and for the short term as well. It's just like because it's free to play, there's going to be more players. It's amazing, and I'm really really glad that they did it.
It's I mean, great if they can afford it, but I mean,
Yeah,
at what
that's
point
also
do
a
they
thing.
start to actually monetize this? Like, free to play usually has some form of
They
monetization.
said
This-
there's no monetization during the beta. During the
Okay.
final release, there will be monetization or allowing for monetization after the beta has
When's
been
the,
finished.
The beta ending.
I don't know. Grizzle's
I mean,
waving his
when
hands
it's-
in
when
the air
it's
like
done.
he just don't
Yeah,
care.
like I mean, the plan is I'm pretty sure they are going to make keys purchasable after release. And even so, I think at the moment they're just in a stage where they just want people to play their fucking game. They want people to enjoy themselves, and I think they just want. I mean, considering where they've come from, I think at the moment they just want to build their reputation, which is something they fucking deserve, and I think that's really good. And future content wise, like obviously I can't say anything, but I can tell you it's very promising and fucking amazing.
Is that
like,
thing that I
genuinely.
saw that I was really hyped about
And the next 2
Still
months are
on
going to
the
be
timeline?
particularly good.
Grizzle?
Huh?
Is that thing that I saw that I was super hyped about still on the timeline?
Which timeline? What timeline? What?
Never.
Do we need to make a separate call for you guys to talk about your insider info? Or...
I don't
No,
know
he
what
can't tell me
happens
anything. He can't tell me anything.
Oh,
Sucks.
Yeah. pretty
No
much.
one's watching. Just tell us.
Okay, ask them.
But yeah, so
I mean, I really like the idea of just saying, like, a solid month or two or however long, like, when they, maybe even like 3 or 4 months, right out just completely free to really, if that gets the player base, if it keeps building and it really solidifies it.
Their
great.
initial game plan is, because over the next 2 months, 2K apparently going to be judging very highly on the game. So basically, they've got about 2 months. It might not be 2 months, but either way, they've got about 2 months worth of content they've saved up. They're going to be releasing, and so that means that the next few weeks are going to be kind of chaotic in terms of like, oh my god, so much new shit. That obviously will hopefully regain, player reattention and shit, and which will be obviously. I keep swearing. I'm disgusting. I need to eat
that's
some
okay.
soap.
The stream's
But,
rated M for mature, so have fun.
That's all right then. But like, so yeah,
Be
they
professional.
obviously need, so basically the way I see it, if a player comes to, brand new player comes to Evolve, starts playing it, if they are solidly there for a month, they're probably going to be continuing for a long time. And so I think their plan is just to make sure player reattention is really good at this point. I think if they can, I mean, I think they're going to do even better than this, quite frankly. But Corey said, if they can stick with 40k players at the end of this month, they'll still have a peak player base of 40,000 players. I think it could be the potential is just unreal, and what they have planned is like, or what they, there's no limit to how far they want to take this as well.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
They will take it as far as they can make it go. So as long as the players want it to go, as far as it can go, it will go there. So if you want, I mean, obviously we're going to get into this topics, but tournaments, big, all, they want it as big as possible. So it's all about how the players use it, and obviously perceive it.
It's oh, never mind. Go ahead.
Someone going to say something? Sorry. No, I was done. But
I lost balance in your.
Balance? What do you think? Like, what are your concerns about the free-to-play model versus the old model? Or, like, what are your short-term, long-term concerns?
For the longest time, I was just like, who's funding this patch? Because,
It's
I mean,
2K.
not many people were buying the game, and it was like, okay, well, it's got to be 2K, but what makes them want to, like, push this game out even more and, like, revive the game
Well,
if it's already dead?
to address that,
lot of
this is all
faith.
public info. This is not NDA shit. But 2K made their money on Evolve. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about that. They made a killing on Evolve. Even if you include the marketing, if you include the cost of development, if you include everything, they still made a killing. So even if they were to fund Evolve for like 3 years, right, and they were to progress the free-to-play and push it on the market, if there's the community and it's still there, like after 6 months of the community still going, say it's holding steady at, I'm going to pick an arbitrary number that isn't a prediction, 25,000 players, right, at the end of the year. They're going to keep going, and they're going to keep pushing it because those players are still going, right?
Yeah.
Also, there's the possibility for growth that they could see potential value that's greater than what League of Legends had, considering League of Legends operated in the negative for, I think, 6 years? But they had the community there. So
That's another thing about as far as like transition from free to play or like how they progress afterwards. Like it's back to the magic number. Like just makes me wonder, what was their magic number? What did they want to see from this stage 2?
2K have basically bought into. I mean, obviously, hopefully, no one from 2K is watching now and going to judge me massively. But this is like also.
you're never coming back again, Grizzle.
Some people that have maybe talked in TRS have said certain things that I will not mention, but 2K have really bought into a market that they've never bought into before. a competitive, sort of taking a competitive, sort of highly, sort of highly competitive multiplayer game. And the thing is, they tried to market it and all that with what's worked for them in the past. And genuinely, that hasn't, obviously that didn't pay off for them on release, and it's very clear that didn't. I mean, obviously they made the money.
Marketing-wise, they did great. Marketing, they got the sales.
Yeah, they did fantastic with that. Yeah, but and initially, they had no, they just had no concept of the fact that what they were doing was going to piss off a lot of people, and I think they rushed certain things, and I just think some stuff that they did was just so like, why would you do that?
Speaking of marketing, so maybe from your perspective, why did we not get like another DB making out with the with that
Epic Meal Time guy, Harley Morstein?
Of course, yeah.
I mean, I thought they were gonna have like another Brofest reunion.
Well, DB was in the
I
office when all
remember-
those guys were there,
amazing.
so who knows? Maybe Grizzle and him made out a little bit. I don't know. Did they cuddle?
It was still the best commercial ever.
Have you seen have you seen all the other videos they put up on the Evolve?
Oh, the ones with like Mary
Yeah.
and stuff.
Well, the one where Corey's getting ball slapped by Brandon, all them. No, you haven't seen that. No, right.
I
so
gotta see
basically
this
they-
now.
It's fantastic. Like Shane went ham. Basically, they decided that they were going to do a load of videos advertising all the sort of new stuff coming to the game, and so instead of like doing like having like in-game videos and stuff, they kind of had a lot of the devs like act
Horsing
out
around.
certain things. So, for instance, to advertise the new damage numbers, obviously that you get when you heal and shoot wildlife or whatever. They basically had to Corey standing there, Brandon it slapped him and then bull slapped him, and he just have like the white numbers when he slaps him and then like red numbers going off. Look, Skills has already advertised it, and then the
God
other
damn it,
one.
Skills. Stop being so awesome.
And then the other thing they did was, I think, to advertise the free rotation, they had Mary, Shane, and Tara, which obviously three of
Yeah,
the
and they
girls.
did like the speed dating skit, and
And
there
they did
was
a
like
speed dating thing.
Oh, the speed dating skill is great.
Music's looking really great, and then you had Corey eating an olive really aggressively. It's so fucking good. It's brilliant.
I mean,
I'm
it's been
actually-
released recently. I haven't seen it because I've been playing Evolve just just
Oh,
in
I
that.
know.
All right, one sec. I'll put it on stream.
They're
Okay.
literally like 20 seconds, mate. They are great.
I'm putting it on
You
stream.
just-
It's gonna happen.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
So why don't you tell us a little bit more? It's gonna be the ball slapping one, by the way. So, like, how do you feel about like the damage numbers being in now that we no longer have to rely on Whitehawk and his graciousness to provide us with the information that we need?
Oh, it's one of the best changes they can make. I mean, it's
Whitehawk
so
having to go through
satisfying.
certain
poor
places.
Whitehawk though. He's probably pretty bored though now, huh?
Yeah, I mean, you put him out of a fake
Are
job.
we out right now? What's going on?
No, we're still going. I'm talking like I'm just playing the quick video right now. It's literally like
But-
10 seconds.
They said there is going to be like a stat page compendium done by TRS. I gotta watch this.
I'm sorry, I gotta click this a few more times. This is hilarious.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Yeah. It's brilliant.
Yeah, what's up?
Whatever.
God. Oh, that's
Okay.
awesome. I'm
Just
saving
keep playing
that
that.
forever.
Dude, come on.
Sorry. Anyway,
Fucking
I think they might take over Whitehawk's job completely and have like an out of game stat list or something. You okay, buddy?
I did have that moment, but the dating one's 10 times better than that. In my
The
opinion.
dating
I
one's
think
pretty
it's-
good. That one's my favorite. I don't care.
I think it's good. But, yeah, it was like I was saying to Corey, after looking at the player base, I was like, "You didn't take ball slaps for nothing, mate. It's done well. It's like anything for a Evolve game." So we're willing to see how far Corey would take it.
So we have that. My only concern, just to wrap up that discussion, is like they have to keep like the free-to-play market needs a constant flow of stuff with almost no delay, and the shorter, the shorter. And the shorter the delay, the better. So if they can get like a monthly release schedule and keep pumping out new characters and new variations every month, it'll be like I think it'll be able to sustain itself. It may not be like the 51,000, but it'll hold up between like around the 40K. Like that'll be a steady number that we'll be able to
I
hold.
think, yeah, that's like I think that'll happen no matter what. But I think the Evolve potentially has like a potential to go further than that, though.
Yeah.
Is this
I-
one
I-
that
I-
Puggims gets his his dream of a behemoth variation.
Oh, Luchador Behemoth. Oh yeah, it's
I might
yeah.
know something, but obviously I can't say, and I think Puggims will like it. But
I'm pretty sure.
that's
I'm pretty sure
not
I'm
even
allowed
the.
to talk
I don't
about
think
this
that's
'cause
What about-
it wasn't shown.
What about Griffin's variation?
Okay.
I've been saying this ever since Rogue Battle was announced, right? All right, let's say he has like a normal harpoon, right? You shoot it in the monster, he has to take 3 years to reload, right? Let's say they give him 2 harpoons and it's like a crank. He shoots
2?
1 harpoon? Yeah, right? He has 2 harpoons and it's like they're stacked on top of each other. One goes in, and then when the monster breaks that, Griffin cranks it and then shoots the other one. And then he reloads both, but it has a lower range.
Well, I've only seen.
They missed the opportunity.
I mean, you can see E Griffin. I mean, if you go on when you go on the game in the monthly
Claim rewards.
thing, yeah, it's in the
25
bottom,
days.
ready to be released. So I mean, obviously, I haven't seen him actually in game, but I have seen like a proper sort of render and everything of it.
Yeah,
The thing
Like
is,
a double
I mean,
penetration
I don't know what he actually does. I mean, the only way I can see it is he might be like, I mean, I think E stands for electric, but that could be completely wrong.
When
And I kind of went to, to them, oh, does he have an electric harpoon? They were like, pff, and like sort of turn their noses up as if like it was obviously going to be way better. So I think
they also said that about having a 10-minute timer, and they asked me my opinion, and I said I'd like 12 minutes, but I can't get 12 minutes, and then they turned their noses up at me. So you could have been dead on. That's all I'm saying.
Well, we already have fire harpoons.
Yeah, true. We already have fire harpoons. It makes sense. Maybe the electric ones like drain stamina. Or
I
something?
think it's going to be a lot
That'd
more
be-
detailed than that. I mean,
But it's
the details for the variants. I cannot wait for you guys to see. I mean, I don't think they've actually released his name, but Abe actually
Renegade
got
Abe.
leaked.
It's been released.
It's been Renegade. It hasn't been released. It got leaked.
They got pictures of it. It's Renegade Abe.
Yes,
They have literally
it's-
pictures
I know.
of it.
Yes,
Renegade
it got
Abe?
fucking leaked because
Yes,
it
yes.
accidentally got on the store. But Renegade Abe. But the thing is, you guys don't know the details about Renegade Abe or all the other
That's
variants.
fine.
The
I
thing,
mean,
but when you find out
I'm gonna put
what
a snowball
Renegade
out
Abe
there.
is and a lot of the other variants are, you're going to be very fucking excited.
I'm gonna go
But,
with this. This was not disclosed to me during my visit, so I'm allowed to discuss it. Renegade Egg is wearing a gas mask, and he throws out grenades that have stasis. That's gonna be my logic, and it's not stasis anymore. It's gonna be toxic or poison or something. Maybe knockout gas. I don't know. Grizzly.
Well, he's
He's
got a
like, nope.
Manhunter skin, so
Yeah,
He's
that's
got
It's
to
probably
be
nothing
right.
it's nothing you would expect. In fact, it's completely off the wall.
Well,
what
We'll
you
have
would
to
expect.
find out. All right, so
okay.
what are
But,
the
I mean,
keynotes?
that's not the only content we'd be looking forward to. The main thing that I'm seeing right now, like, I'm hoping that they've got the go-ahead now. Like, they've had the go-ahead for the first 3 tiers of variants for a while now.
Yeah.
But the other thing is they've got 4 maps that have been reworked.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think
And
they
they've
were
announced a
waiting
new map is coming out. Like, it's a new map. It's not like a new
Right.
change. And then they said
No
there,
Broken
Well, they actually
Hills?
said-
there was
they
a new
actually thought
map,
about
and there's a
changing the
new
name.
map variant.
Oh, so okay, they were up in the air when I talked to them on the forums whether they would rework another map or if they would or just make new ones because for the most part, if you're trying to make competitively viable maps, it's easier to make new ones than try to rework some of the ones we have now, Broken Hills, So like,
Damn.
Yeah, they just need
damn.
to bulldoze a lot of that over if they're going to fix
The map
that
that's always
I mean,
perpetually
Jesus.
broken, I don't understand how, but like Damn has been like cursed since release day. Like since pre-release even, they were even having problems with it. It's
Oh
like,
no, Damn is tame. Are you kidding me?
no, but it's
Damn
always like problems.
Damn, I'd rather play Damn in a
No, not like player-wise, but I mean like issues with the map itself, not like just play-wise.
Like what?
they got
Getting
some
out of
things
the
right,
map.
though.
Let's go with that one.
You can't. I've never got out of them. Oh no, you can go up on that ledge.
You
that's
could
by
at
Rita.
launch. You can now. You still can. Well, you
can
can't
with,
do it in
um,
2. You
Fusion
can't do it in
Plant.
stage 2
You can
because it's
with
not
you,
there.
you can with Fusion Plant. If
You don't
go
even
up
need
your-
Kyra anymore. I'm sorry, Kala to get out of the map on Damn. Like you can do it on like the corner of the map now. You can just go
Well,
up
yeah,
and climb the
but
edge.
that's just like But to be honest, there wasn't enough players really for anyone to bother abusing that. So it was just kind of like
Yeah.
whatever. But,
It sounds like next week we definitely talk about maps quite a bit.
Yeah, map's gonna
There's
be
a
a
lot to
discussion
talk
next
about,
week.
yeah.
I mean,
Alright,
the devs want feedback because they want to also change what they currently have. Because,
More
like, I've
maps.
already-
I want more maps.
No, that's gonna happen. But like, I think they just like no. They need to obviously make sure the ones that have got.
I want.
just
I
saying,
want
I-
more
But still,
everything.
I mean, Puggims not mentioning anything, but the spot you were in on Rave Track when I played you yesterday. That's just a particularly.
man.
I
horrible
remember a spot
spot.
Puggims was in on Distillery yesterday.
The horrible cheese spot on Wraith chapter for Goliath is just disgusting. I hate that. I hate spots like that. I mean, that pillar thing needs to like
I
be
can't wait
changed
till my
in
next
some
video's
way.
done.
Oh,
Oh, man. But yeah,
Anyway.
so, all right, so keynotes of the
Yes.
patch. Pick 2 things of the patch that you enjoy the most. Let's start with Grizzle, because he's long-winded.
fucking hell. Oh, where do I really don't know. Just genuinely how much smoother the gameplay is. Just generally how smooth the game is now, and how much better it is. Like I can't say any more than that. Really, like it just plays a lot smoother. What you doing? Yeah,
He's
that's
counting your
like-
words.
Grizzle, I gotta give you shit. It's what we do, okay?
Yeah, I noticed. This prick.
Just remember, we love you. All right, what about you, Puggims? What's your 2 favorite things?
Necessary.
I mean, I like the new dome mechanic. You know, it's got a really elegant balance between stopping god domes, stopping one-shot domes. You know, that combined with the dropship timers and strikes makes it to where you're not seeing one engagement games anymore. I mean, it's much more likely in competitive game you'll see 3 to 4 engagements instead. Just like, well, we got them in a really good dome. See ya, done. You know, I think that helps on.
I like the Trapper
probably
rework.
casual
I think
too.
it's a good rework. I agree 100%. Balanced?
I like Griffin. I love Griffin this patch. He is so much fun.
Yeah, it's pretty
Like
fucking
you don't
annoying.
even need Kyra, you don't need Val, you don't need Sunny, you just need your planet scanner and jetpack.
Did they change
And
Griffin
it's
other
just-
than just the dome? Like,
Well, monsters can't pounce anymore, which is a really big deal.
Yes, they
unless
can.
something's in front
Are you joking?
of Something has to be in
oh
front
yeah,
of them.
yeah. You're talking
Oh
about
yeah,
that.
of course. You
Just
can't
like
just
counts
you can't
chicks.
use it for getting away. Yeah.
We can't just
Yeah.
use it for a random map traversal, which is bullshit. I love that thing.
Same thing with Jack. Jack has gotten like really, really good since that. Because if you just
Right.
repulse someone
Yeah,
away, especially
expect
like
a nerf
Elder
for
Effect,
him. Expect a nerf for him. I think they might
Yeah,
be.
Jack's
tuning him
pretty
down.
strong.
Yeah, they're going to be tuning him down.
Jack's still
mean, I really
terrible
like-
if I play him. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, his damage still sucks, but
All
the
right.
repulsors are really nice.
Sunny
better
is
than-
pretty fucking ridiculous at the moment. Sunny and Wraith as well.
Yeah, Sunny's she's still a problem.
Mm-mm. I mean, I can deal with her, but the roaching's pretty annoying with the shield drone and all.
Wait, you
but,
can roach now? Like, you can still roach?
What's roaching?
Roaching is when you go up
That's-
and down like a corner and you keep like going around and protecting yourself with like a piece of terrain, like a little tiny like pillar or something,
Gotcha.
or using
running
a
around
tree.
tight pillars or like
Yeah.
climbing. Yeah, bunch
Yeah,
of.
using the fact that monsters are slow on the up down.
That's why I've taken full-on climb speed with Goliath, and that's what I done. It works against Sunny. That's like how I went with it, and it worked. So, like, I tried move speed, but like, although Goliath glides along the terrain like he's on ice, and it's really cool. Like he eats like a snail, and everything else is just horrible. But,
Well, what if you take climb speed and you have stasis? Does it still like completely nullify it, or is it just like a percent?
with move speed?
No, like with stasis and you have climb speed because stasis.
Oh,
can
no,
be-
climb speed isn't impacted by stasis.
I genuinely, I didn't see any.
Climb speed is
notice
not
it.
impacted by stasis. It's just considered the same as stealth pounce. Stealth pounce was not impacted by stasis. Same as traversal.
sure about
Only move
that?
speed.
Yeah, it's impacted.
No, it's
I
not.
think someone
Monsters
mentioned to
climb
me
so
it's
slower
impacted,
than
but I like
stasis.
with full climb speed. I really haven't noticed it. Like it hasn't been a problem.
Because we were
Yeah.
playing against Source earlier today, and we went Abe, and Fresh just kept running up and down this giant wall, and I was just stasising
Well,
it, and
Perks
Source
was-
could not climb.
What's perks was
It's
he
Source.
running?
It's how Source Monster. I mean, when was the last he played? It must have been a long time ago.
What was he
Uh,
playing? No. What was he playing? Was he playing Kraken, Goliath? What?
He's playing Goliath.
Well, it's also not his main, but
Yeah.
I'm
So
pretty,
no,
sure, I'm pretty sure it's
Climb
not
speed's
impacted.
it's climb speed's affected by stasis. That's one of the significant changes of stasis.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe I just missed it because I don't play Monster enough.
Say
lately.
Puggims. I watched back the game that you played against me. There is a part where just before I go to evolve, you get a stasis on me. I legit look behind me, and I have no fucking idea how you managed it because there's just a wall behind me, and I don't know where it came from or how you managed to get it on me.
Was that in
I don't
Crow?
know. It must have been Crow, and then again the radius for that's quite large now, so that
Yeah.
might have been why. Yeah, that must have been why. But like, I was like, where the fuck did that come from? And I'm like, oh yeah, the other day. But yeah, nice
By
shot.
the way, chat
either way.
confirmed you are right that stasis does impact climb speed. I was incorrect. Just saying.
Yeah, that's one thing.
I'm admitting I'm probably wrong on this one.
Well, I mean, definitely, but
All right.
anyway. But
As
far as patch notes, we're not going to read them all. But I mean, just to
There's a
name
lot.
the highlights. Yeah, there's no way we're going to read them all. But to highlight the important things, like the shared dome and the 5-minute dome and the mechanics there within, changes to wildlife, like the way they spawn, the locations, and then the buffs, and then just
That's my favorite one right there. The timer decrease so that you can't get elite wildlife right at the start. So you can't just rush damage boost and then like stage 1 like 1 minute after the dropship.
Yeah, that's really nice.
so shared domes, wildlife, dropship timer, and strikes. I mean, that was reworked in a pretty.
Yeah, strikes don't
way.
mean as much anymore. Like, if a monster gets 2 strikes, the hunters can still win the game. Like, if 2 strikes go on medic at stage 1, the hunters can still win.
The
Well,
dropship
that's how
feels
it
wonky to
should
me,
have
but
been. I mean, getting a strike, getting on the other old evolve, you got 1 strike, it just swayed in favor of the monster.
oh yeah,
big
because you
time.
lost 25% of your health. Now it's 10%.
I mean, that's why it's just stupid. But they've just done. They basically, I mean, the best way I can find to describe it, they've looked at evolve, said, right, every single little thing that's bullshit, we're just gonna fucking remove it, and it worked. I mean, that's the simple way of putting it, but it has worked.
Other pretty significant changes to the timer and the way the relay works, and I'll extend that on the relay as far as like shooting the monster off the relay or shooting a monster off food, kind of the same mechanic.
Yeah.
That's kind of, I mean, that's pretty different too. It's just, you have to do more damage from further distance.
I saw a monster yesterday, like last night, that was on the relay, getting shot by Crow, and then kept hitting the relay. Did not stop. Crow could not get you off the relay.
Yep. I mean,
Sin of the
he was
damage.
probably 200 meters or something.
No, if you
Like right beside him, like jumping, shooting.
Was he charge?
Yeah,
No,
it's
you
like-
have to
it
charge.
goes off
You
of-
have to charge shot. You have to charge shot. You can't
Tap
just-
shot. They were quick shots. It was just
Yeah,
like,
you have to charge. You have to charge shot. You can't. You
So
have
it's
to
only-
charge.
Hell, no.
So that's
No.
why
I've had a
it's crazy.
couple of games where I'll dome the monster like the other side of the map at stage 3, and they'll just book it for the relay and try to cheese
Yep.
it. Conjugates.
Yeah, wasn't I in that game? Didn't I like say something like, "Oh, he could win right now if he just ran through the relay," and then like, "That's a good idea," and he ran through the relay.
I think so. Might have
Pretty
been.
sure I was
all
in
right.
that game.
all right.
Anyway,
so I guess we're moving on to our next topic. Fuck Wraith. Fuck
Yeah.
Griffin.
Are we really talking
Fuck
about
Bucket.
Wraith?
Fuck Wraith. Fuck
I'm
Griffin.
not-
Fuck Bucket.
I tell you, the poons are annoying, but I really haven't got a problem with like Maggie and Griffin. Their poons, like I mean, they are fucking annoying. But
No, I just said Griffin
Wraith
because of the
is-
2 people that are in this thing. But really,
Oh,
fuck Bucket. I love Bucket, but at the same time, fuck Bucket and Rogue Val. Fuck those two.
I
Yeah,
thought
can't-
Buckets
really
originally
strong.
was like really ridiculous to deal with, but actually I haven't come across a good team. Well, actually, I did play the devs and stuff, and that was pretty fucking difficult. But like, I still think you can deal with Bucket. You just have to be really fast on your feet, like, or
No,
using
Bucket's
the right.
number 1 priority now. He used to be like level like 4, 5, maybe 6.
Oh,
Maybe
no,
like
he's
after
up-
Daisy,
he's
like
like-
maybe
he's
after
so-
Daisy
the
and the
vibe
Eben
is
Stars,
great.
and maybe like you get that Strider over there, then maybe Bucket. But now it's like, oh, Bucket's in the game. Okay, Bucket's dying first.
Pretty much.
Okay, I like how it was like in the schedule. It was like we're doing this now, and then like everyone's just like, "Yep, that's good for that section." We all hated on Bucket. Thanks, guys.
Was that in the schedule? I didn't.
Yeah. It's right.
I don't
It's
know.
right next to like the 30-minute discussion about like the pre-selected patch notes, and then it's like right there. I'm looking at it right now. I got it right in front of me. We took the time to write it out. God,
Oh,
Bucket's
Bucket?
OP.
Oh, about
I said not to talk about that.
Oh, whoops.
we just had this conversation how we were going to... Even Seed
we
said
did the
we weren't
opposite
gonna-
of what I said.
Seed was the one that said, well, yeah, we're not going to talk about that. And
Well-
then he,
Screw
He's the
it.
one that
I did
goes
it
off.
anyway. Fire me. Fire me off it. Someone else host next week.
Whoa.
Goodbye, everyone. I have a seat. It's happy to be with you. I've been fired, so next week your host is going to be GrizzleMarine and his internet.
well, yeah, that's what I mean for what. Hey.
Well, I guess since we already started, we got to do it anyway.
Anyway, I was gonna say, I mean, there's more stuff to talk about the patch notes, and like, there's differing opinions on that. I mean, that's not just like, hey, they happen. I mean, there's some debate on that. Like, not everyone feels the same way. It's not. I mean, I feel positive about everything, but there's a lot of people out there that don't feel positive about all these changes.
Well,
And
That's partially to blame because it's quick play and all the founders got reset. I think that's a different issue than the balance itself. I think the balance is much better than it was. There's still some things that need tweaked, obviously, and obviously my previous tangent aside about Bucket, I do still love Bucket. I think it's in a good place, but it's a different issue because right now we have people who are founders who have X 100 hours. Like say, like most of them probably average about 400 hours. That's probably a safe assumption. Yes, no, maybe. Can I get confirmation on that?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay. So it's safe to assume that they have 400 hours versus the new people coming in who are coming in as free-to-play people with a significant disadvantage because they don't get their favorite character or they don't know their favorite character because they're at 0 hours. And then they just get completely devastated by these founders and then they complain about balance.
But hang on. So the founders, right? The percentage to founders to people that are just free to play, we can already establish. I mean, we know from also the release of the game.
Like
Let's say
50-50.
every single person that bought the game is a founder and has come back. So that's 27,000 or whatever it was. So, and we've had peaked 50,000. So almost more than half. It's just less than half are going to be. You
can't limit founders to just the initial 27,000 because there's
I'm not.
people
That's overdoing
after
it.
that.
There's going to be a lot. Look, there's a lot less people that know what they're doing as opposed to people who don't know what they're doing.
Even
So
people that played Legacy doesn't mean they know what they're doing. I mean, there's a lot of people that played very
exactly. No, exactly. And what I'm saying is, they are the amount of games they're having against someone who actually knows their shit is far, far less than them playing against people who don't know what they're doing, which means they're having a lot more fun because although they're bad, they're playing against bad players as well. So it all works out in the long run. And then obviously when it does come across, Puggims with his poons and his crazy stasis, they get destroyed.
Puggims just sitting there all innocent.
But what's quite funny, and they were discussing this, is obviously the devs did a stream on I think it was Insane. They did the actual stream where they just had a group of them going into pubs and just destroying monsters, and obviously new people because they had a lot of people viewing it and they had a lot of new people watching it because obviously they heard it was the devs playing. And they were going, whoa, because they were really surprised because a lot of people's assumptions when they joined the game was like, oh my god, monsters are OP, simply because they don't know how to play the game.
Right.
It's also you're also comparing a group of devs that have had access since February or longer than that to play this game.
Exactly. No, but the good thing is it was making new players realize they were going, oh shit, actually, monsters aren't OP because clearly they're obviously that's how you play the game correctly. It's just what I'm saying. Like it made people realize, and to be honest, that's why I really want to do some tutorials because I just genuinely think so many people could benefit by just being told some simple things that would just give them that push, and it would make the game a lot.
I think a community-wide effort for tutorials would be great.
I think a community-wide effort of any monster mains not playing monster in quick play. I think that should be a thing. I'm looking at you, Noodles.
Noodles in the chat.
Go to ranked. That's all I'm saying. I know you're high enough.
Well, if there were more people in ranked, I'm sure he would, but there's not many hunters in ranked.
I haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
I think, it's pretty bad, but I think what they'll probably do is similar to what they did with Hunt 2.0, just to try and boost that a little bit. They'll
do like a key.
They'll say you get like an exclusive skin or something if you get your placement.
They'll just do double key weekend for ranked. That'll solve that right now.
Well, exactly. No, why don't they make it permanently so that you get more keys in ranked, or like a lot more keys? That would solve it.
It's not key. Yeah. I don't know if that's enough incentive for me.
Well, no, not for you, but you're not a brand new player that's got to unlock all the characters.
It's not only that.
You don't have to spend 400,000 keys to get all the characters.
I mean, the significance of rank is rank, not keys. I mean, I can get keys just fine in quick play. Yes, I might get more in ranked, but you still don't want to have a tarnished rank because you go into a solo queue and a hunter and have uncoordinated teammates or something.
Or you play with Al Sharpton, the race baiting pimp.
Oh, yes. He's one of my favorites. We always get along.
I haven't seen him yet, actually. I'm surprised.
Man, he's probably the guy that was yelling racist things to me the other day. I probably already met him. Now, I don't remember that voice anywhere.
You play this game too much. It's like, dude, you play this game more than any of us.
But, I mean, I kind of wish there was a way to have, a separate... I want a solo queue as Hunter, but I don't want to mess up, I want to have different queue for when I team queue as Hunter.
Yeah.
I don't want it to impact my rank the same way as
I
my
I can
agree.
tell
grades.
you they have certain plans, but it's all about the player base
Well,
going
you
into
have
ranks.
to, like, if you look at the MMR systems that they're trying to implement, they're trying to get away from the Glyco system, which is nice. From what I've seen of rank, like, again, I haven't played ranked yet because I just got to, like, 22.
It's still Gleeko.
Yeah,
It's
but
still
it looks
Gleeko.
like they're moving to like away from it though, because the way like the point system is deteriorating, and like there are people losing on wins now. Like they're demoting off wins. Like Reich went from
Yeah.
Reich did.
Reich
Right.
did,
Yeah.
Noodles did, and like a
I
few
thought,
other
I thought
people.
we already discussed that it was just a game predicting, the future or whatever. But
Oh, okay. Well, if that was the case, he'd be in
I thought
bronze.
it might have been his play. It just sort of predicted how he was playing.
I was
and they just
in that
thought,
game with
well,
Reich,
this guy
and-
doesn't deserve this.
He was playing like shit. He got carried that game. That's why he got deranked, in my
Oh,
opinion.
okay.
Like, he didn't deserve his rank at all. He's been getting carried by NDG, basically, from what I've seen.
Wow.
Um,
Yeah, I, have to
I
say, I
know
didn't see
like
very many rocks blocks when I was playing you.
yeah, so
Yeah.
like the competitive scene, like it's getting there. Like the not competitive scene, sorry. Like the rank system's getting there and it's improving and it's starting to implement things that they see in other games. Like the development team, like Gentleman Squirrel and Insane and a few of the other guys are big fans of Dota and like the MOBA scene. So they're starting to integrate a lot of their rank systems. So I'm sure they're gonna. It's only a matter of time before they do something along the lines of a split queue between solo.
So, Grizzle Noodles just posted something in the chat, and he said that NDG could help you with the tutorial videos and show how competent hunters deal with monsters and how they're not broken. And I guess it could be interesting because
I
there's
mean,
a lot of
that'd be
players
really
saying
good.
that stuff
That'd be
is like
good, yeah.
busted. That's not like
Yeah.
Behemoth, for example.
Oh no, I'm gonna make look.
Or like people were
I'm
saying,
gonna make a video that makes it apparent that you just a lot of people don't know what they're doing. But at the moment, I think I'm just gonna stick with like tutorials that's really not.
Grizzle's
for
doing like the
most
bare
people.
bone basics.
I'm doing
Yeah.
the bare bone basic
No, it is.
tutorials. Then slowly I'm gonna
Balance.
move on to something a little
I'll
bit
pull you
more.
when I do it. I'm in the middle
detailed.
of editing a few right now.
But yeah,
I'll
I'm,
pull you
at, the
when I do
moment, at the
that.
moment, it's just going to be beginner tutorial for monster, beginner tutorial for assault support. It's literally going to be this is what they do. This is sort of what you should do at the start of the game, mid game.
This is what your teammates should be doing, like, because I think that's important too. Like,
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
because if there could just be like a widespread video for when I'm playing Griffin and Jack, like if I'm Griffin and you're dying, run away from Griffin so I can harpoon behind the monster. It's like don't run to me.
Jack.
Just
Right?
don't run.
The
in
problem with
circles.
that is it's
Run away.
one of those things where it's just like that's like a real sort of. I know that's not a pro tip, but like
No, that's-
for a lot of
Apparently
new
it
players.
is.
That
It's
is
great for
like-
your videos,
like,
Grizzle.
It's too detailed though for now. Like I'd have to get like.
Sorry,
that's-
I'm done. I'm done taking shots.
Yeah,
at Grizzle.
it's
Grizzle,
way
just
too-
imagine if your videos we saw like level 3 assaults just blocking rocks already. We had prodigies.
Oh yeah, just
It'd be
already.
amazing.
Ugh. It's gonna
Rocks off
happen.
cooldown. I'm jumping.
Uh,
That'd be great. But no, like
But, I mean-
there's a lot of people starting to get them. The problem is like we just got it Thursday. It's Monday. Like I know, like just speaking from my
Still
own
early
personal
days,
experience,
it's still
I
early
have like
days.
videos that I have like 4 videos right now going that are all about half rendered. Like so not half rendered, like half edited because I just need more footage. That's literally all it is. So like I'm sure we'll get there, but it's gonna take time. And like I know Grizzle's probably desperate for footage right now because he's been doing nothing but Meteor Goliath. So any hunter videos are gonna be short on footage, right?
yeah,
Yes.
definitely. Yeah,
So-
that's true.
I think it's one of those things that it'll come with time, and probably by like Friday we're gonna start seeing them pop up. Like we're starting to even see them now, where we're having like community members who are new start making videos, be like, "Hey, I'm a noob. This is what I learned," and then people be like, "Oh, well, you really shouldn't do half those things," but whatever.
Well, the worst is seeing people that who are giving advice who really don't know what they're talking about, or just like it's silly.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like,
that,
what you
that
do-
happens in any community. Though. I'd rather have people sit around and tell me wrong things than people, not sit around.
Yeah, okay, I get that. Well, exactly. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I guess. I mean, I suppose it just means they're going to realise that actually I'm not going to get any better if I actually like take that guy's advice. But yeah, well, fair enough.
There needs to be some way like we could vet some of these tutorials. Like, let me watch your tutorial and see.
Hey, Grizzle,
do
you got a
really need to
stamp?
say that?
Do you have a stamp? We can just stamp it like Grizzle approved. Just get get it like a PNG and like put it on the forums, and that way whenever someone posts one, we just go Grizzle approved. Done.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean,
I'll make you. Hey,
mean, it's
I'll even
annoying.
make you the
Those things-
PNG. I'll make
Let's
you the
get like
PNG.
5 votes for it. Like, I mean, let's not just get one stamp. I want like 1/5 of stamp. Like, you can't spell approved without my
So you're
V.
the A, seeds is the P, and then yeah,
What?
it just
Where'd
goes
you
like
get a
that.
P in seeds?
Approved, not seeds, you tit.
I said, where did you get a? Where'd you? Oh my god, where did you get?
You
a
don't
P
get to
in
pick
seeds?
what letter you get.
Yeah, shut up. Just go-
Grizzle gets to decide that.
Get a P, okay? If I say
Alright.
you get a P, you
Well,
get
let's
a P.
move on to the next topic, I guess, since we're kind of ranting on this one now. But yeah, anyway, in the community, we'd love to see more content. Keep it coming. Next topic is competitive scene, right? Yes, no, maybe, if I'm wrong.
Competitive scene, yeah. Like,
There's... sorry.
it's not there right now. There isn't one at the moment.
No,
I mean,
it's right. It's not basically the way they see it because it's just come out. It's kind of like they need to do all this shit first, then they'll move on to that.
yeah.
Like like there's no doubt about it. They want to do it, and there's actually people. I mean, I don't know the company because I wasn't told. Like they can't apparently because they can't say who they're working with until they actually announce it. As far as I'm aware, ESL are not going to be part of it because they don't
Thank
want
God.
They don't fucking want ESL, and they I think they're discussing with a certain company. I don't know which. I haven't confirmed it yet, but they're interested, and and so it's gonna happen. It is gonna happen. It's just
I'm not saying that the onus is on TRS for a competitive scene. I'm saying like just
Us.
even like before that, I don't. Yeah, like
Oh,
the
just like us,
community's
like
there.
general community tournaments. That's
Yeah,
what
like I don't know that other than NDG and like kind of Dildozers, I don't know. I don't know how I would be aware of it, but I don't know what teams are out there like, hey, let's practice. Let's like get good. I think
Yeah.
everyone's just kind of like
The
hubbing
teams,
it.
the teams are there, and I know because I had to fucking herd hard for quick shot on PC, and
Just
ended
see the
up
tournament,
failing.
and then you'll get the
But-
sign-ups, and it's done deal. It's just
It-
gonna work like that.
The teams are there. It's just that a lot of them wanted to see TU9 before they continued competing, and I know Dildozers were on that list, so it's
Yeah,
one of those things
yeah.
that like there's teams there. A lot of them coming, like NLA is coming back, which was a no-name team to you guys, so you guys may not know who that is. But we have YP
That was
back
Noodles'
now.
team. That was Noodles,
Oh!
Whitehawk.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
we
for
know.
whoever I'm forgetting.
Illusional,
we know.
Neptune, Salty
Illusional.
Butthole.
Butthole. She's always
Telling us we don't know. We know.
Okay.
We know.
All right, all right.
There's 150 people peak a day. You're telling us we don't know every one of those people? We know who they are.
No, I know you know who they are, but I wasn't sure if you knew the acronym NLA. But whatever.
And one troll. There you
Yeah,
go.
One
Troll.
Troll. Oh, One Troll was on a different team actually. He was
Yeah, I
traded.
thought one troll was part of that.
He was traded
was
to
traded.
another team. That's actually a true statement.
Like
He was traded.
Like a cheap troll, he was traded away.
So, like the teams like are there. It's just a lot of them wanted to see TU9 before they continued. I can tell you that whenever I stream, I get harassed about when the next tournament is, and people want to see another quick shot. I am going to say this live on the stream right now. There will not be another quick shot. Quick shot.
There's no need. Like, pretty much quick shot. I mean, the new rule set is quick shot already. Like, it already has. Like, quick shot was made to stop some of the dead space in games, and but the new base game already does that.
Yeah.
It already and does it better than quick shot could have. I mean, quick shot tried to do it, did all right, but now the game's actually supporting that kind of play style, which is great.
But like, the quick shot rules did what they needed to do, and they did a great job of that. But they have no position in Stage 2. They have no position. In Legacy, they could still work, and they can still do a lot of synthetic play for Legacy players to experience the Stage 2 environment. But again, it's a synthetic experience. It's not the true experience.
Yeah.
In regards to the tournaments, Illusionals, apparently One Troll is on the team, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to go back through my Steam messages and find it just to quote it back to him. But
Maybe they don't know he's been traded.
maybe. I don't know. Yeah, the captain of NLA doesn't know that one of his players was traded. But yeah, so like there's already tournaments in the making. There's Helix Gaming is trying to host one on July 16th, which is this weekend. So they are hosting one on Saturday.
What?
They are hosting one on Saturday. That is a community game.
Links.
Links.
I'm telling you, there's like two people on like, as far as I know, the only two active teams right now that don't know about this tournament. Where's this information at? We need to know about this tournament.
We need
I
to know this
posted it.
like
I posted it.
a week prior at least.
I got it. It was literally, I found out yesterday. So there you go. And I'm working on the Stage 2 rule set probably tonight. So the rule set's going to be updated, and then it's going to be edited and approved and a whole bunch of other crap. Because I'm not in charge of this tournament. I'm not in charge of this one. I don't have to do anything. It's great. I get to relax and watch.
All right, calm down. Calm down. All right. Okay.
So good. But like, so there's that. I know that like I'm starting to work on one, but it's a long ways away. Like I'm talking like September, October. It will be when like this one launches. But there's lots of possibilities of tournaments are coming. I know Battle5 wants us to start running them again because they bitched me out for not running one recently. Cough. Who else? And by bitched it out, I mean like they were like, let's help you get a tournament going. And I'm like, okay, see you in a couple months. But like, there's...
See when update hits.
Yeah. Well, the update hit, right? But just, yeah. But yeah, so there's lots of people starting to, and just because we are not, like I want, like again, reinforcing this, just because I am not running it, Juju's not running it, or whatever, just because Grizzle's not running tournaments, or, sorry, Grizzle, doesn't mean you guys can't. However, on that note, Grizzle, run a tournament.
Run a tournament?
Yeah, run a tournament.
I have not got the time to organise all that.
I believe in you, Grizzle.
I'm sure you could do it.
Yeah, come on, man.
You had all the time
I
for those
probably
tutorial
could,
videos.
but I'd rather do the tutorial videos.
I want to see
be
those
honest.
tutorial videos. I want you to run a tournament.
You'll
I want
see
you to...
tutorial videos, but I'm not running a tournament.
I want you to keep the
I'll
upload
tell you.
schedule going, man. Like
I
you
might
had 5
just not
videos
the
last
competitive
week.
guy.
I might compete in a tournament, but I'm not going to be.
YouTube pays the guy. I don't need to pay him.
I mean, I've been playing with Dean and all them British lot, and yeah, and I think we'll probably start competing. So that'll be good fun.
Wait, Whitehawk isn't going to play again? He was like in it, man. Is he really that mad that they took away his
I heard
stat
his work
page?
schedule was going up.
Oh,
All right.
Okay,
So I can't
makes
imagine he'd
sense.
be salty.
No, I don't think he's salty. I like from
it was
what
a
I
joke. All right,
like,
well, you've heard of the
I'm
things,
sorry.
right?
Well, you know, I can't tell sometimes.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'd like to see something out there to not only just not just see what
Showcase.
teams are out there now or what teams are forming, and there could be a lot more teams, but also we don't know what rule set needs to be in there. Like default play might be completely fine.
buffs are actually
There'll
I've been debating
be picks and bans. There will be picks and bans, but that's
no,
Yeah.
it's not
Not
needed
yet.
because picks and bans can't happen because you can't guarantee that every player has more than one character. So picks and bans can't
So-
occur.
Well, oh shit, yeah, fuck.
That's a whole different debate, and I could go on and on about rule sets and
Yeah,
how to do that.
it's that, and then you
That'll be
basically
3
have
hours
to-
on its own. Like
Oh,
I've
dear
already done it like
God.
2 times. So yeah, the competitive scene. I would host a tournament, and I would love to, but you know what? I'm actually gonna do this right now. You want to know why I haven't hosted a tournament? My shit is being packed up. That's what's going on. So
Oh my god. It's a sheet behind you. That's why you can't do it. Your sheet's flapping.
but yeah, so like I would love to host a tournament and do all that, but unfortunately the onus falls on someone else in the community to do it. So good luck to whoever does it. That's all I gotta say on that. Yeah. I guess next it goes to advertising. I mean, not advertising. Sorry. Like anyone has comments or questions, or like, or are there any other events coming up other than tournaments?
Well, Gypsy's asked how's Dean's Fleetle 3, and he can't do that anymore, so it's okay. It's
You know, I played up against a Gorgon, right? And this dickhead, he mitigates every single dome. We dome him 3 times. He mitigates every time, and to stop the timer, he just comes out and pokes with acid spit and goes back in.
oh,
There's
wow.
nothing we could do but kill him at stage 3. Like, we just ran to the relay when he's stage 2 after the 3rd dome. Just like, okay, we're done. We're just going to wait for this guy. And then he comes back and gives up with 2 bars of health left. It's like, please, why are people still mitigating? It kills me. It's draining my soul.
It's not as hard to stop. Like I mean, I've yet to see a timer win. I've yet to see it possible to do a timer win. And the games where we consider doing a timer win were definitely versus Gorgon. And what happens? Is, oh well, the timer's low. I'll just keep sending mimics in.
These waves and waves of mimics.
Yeah. It never stops, man.
That's true.
But
Your salt needs to get more balls deep in there, though.
that's what he wants.
All right.
Anyway,
Let's see. Where were we? I guess this
We
is
were
time where I
trying to
tell
get-
you guys to ask questions in the chat. If you guys have anything you want to ask, go ahead. We're at the open segment where you guys can ask away and fire them. We actually caught back up on schedule. What is this shit? We're actually on
Yep.
time.
Cool.
Completely on time. We're way ahead of schedule. We skipped over.
I think that's all down to the fact that Puggims organised it and Seeds didn't. But
No,
you know,
I didn't have time.
I'm
to
not
organize
saying
it.
anything, guys. But you know, just...
Oh my god. All right. Well, guess what, Puggims? You're up for now on.
I'm fine with that. But anyway, we can skip back to like another topic we had. Where are we from? We're from all over North America. I'm from Oklahoma.
What about you, Zoom?
Texas.
Really? Texas?
Here we go.
Yeah.
Like, for real?
Why,
Like,
what's with that pause of silence? Come on. What's wrong with Texas?
where's the cowboy hat? Where's the boots?
does everything have to be a stereotype? For you? Like, where's my tea? Where's my fucking, you know, where's my butler?
I assume
Where's
that you
my
forgot it
mansion?
in Europe when you left.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I know, my bad.
I left Jeeves. I left
Brexit
Jeeves in the
jokes.
hotel room.
And it was question for you now: what puts the most pressure on your team? Then when it comes in dome fights, I mean, pretty much all we do is we just wait for the monster to come to us because he has to, or the time just comes down. So it's like if we throw a dome and it's really really shitty and it has like 5 billion loops, we just sit there, just wait for jets, and then just let Vera or Assault go and push him out.
All right.
And then that's pretty much it. We have 5 minutes to do health damage.
Okay.
There's no reason to rush the monster.
I've never. I mean, basically, the order of operations for a dome was definitely analyze your terrain, find out where your spots are, get your jetpacks up to full, and then engage tentatively or let him come to you. I mean, there's no reason to rush it at all.
All right.
You got all the time in the world as far as you're concerned.
I'll ask the next question then. What are your predictions for the direction of the meta for competitive play?
In respect to what I mean, it's
That's it. That's the question. It's a fluff
I mean,
question.
it's
Wait, say again.
What are your predictions in regards to the meta of competitive play?
I mean, as far as our practicing is going, it's just like, and this current meta is who can stay alive longer. It's just like survivability. So like when I'm playing Jack, I take capacity, I take reload. Sometimes I don't even take like a movement speed or a rocket man because it's just all about the defense. Like I don't even shoot sometimes.
so.
Like there's this game earlier against Source to where I was just sitting on top of this ledge, and every time he'd fly up as Kraken, I'd push him down. And he'd fly back up, and I'd push him down. It was just every time.
That's
Did you yell
that's maybe,
tri-beam while you did
you're
it?
still trying to live in like the survivability, like never get a strike mentality. I think as monsters get better, that's going to be an impossibility. So like, I mean, you keep running your survival comps, but I think there's going to be a lot of power in
Why
damage
am I not
comps.
surprised that NDG goes with the defensive comp and Dildozers are like, fuck it, full aggro, bro!
No,
What's
all of our
defense? I
strikes,
don't
we've
need
been thinking,
defense.
We're like, how can we get the most damage possible? Like, fuck it, we'll take 2 strikes if we can get 4 bars of health. We don't care. Like, we'll
Yeah.
What
we're
about
looking
the
at how
I
much
possibility?
think
damage to do.
also I think you'll have to wait for these variants as well because you're going to find the way they work very interesting, and I think you'll probably start then changing the way you might play because of them. Or at least that's the idea.
What about the possibility, which I'm pretty sure someone's gonna find a way to abuse
I
it.
forgot to mention also, you've got to also remember sorry to interrupt, the fact that they're going to be adding perks. That's another huge factor.
Why don't
to
you
the
tell me
game.
more things that I'm not allowed to
And
know?
Now that I've learned what
More?
perks they're adding, it is going to be very I mean, it sounds absolutely horrible for both sides.
Uh-huh.
If it's what I think it is, but it's going to be, I can't obviously say, but they're going to be coming over the next weeks, and they are going to be ridiculous in the way they work. And actually, the devs themselves said that they're pretty insane. So,
More harpoon range?
no,
That's what we
unfortunately.
need.
But your Griffin, I think you'll be happy as Griffin. Don't
No,
worry.
put it back up to 50 meters in harpoon range, and then
That's all
then-
you give a shit about.
Increase the reload perk to 40% at max.
or just make the harpoon reloads what it used to be. Make it where it was at launch. I mean,
Oh yeah, that was. Okay.
That too.
oh, and make it to where it can slow the monster when you're in the air. I don't have my feet planted to harpoon somebody. It's ridiculous. I mean, it's a
Yeah,
harpoon.
like-
It should be.
Or you should at least be able
To
to ride
completely
along.
stop.
It should pull you to the
Yeah,
monster
you should
when you're
pull you
airborne.
along. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, it should
No,
just-
I think it should be the other way.
I don't
I
want to
feel
get
like-
pulled to my
you
death.
should be able to pull him with you.
I
I
should
want to
latch.
pull the monster to his death, not the
If
other
all
way
the
around.
hunters get together, like we can all like pull the monster back.
Just like tug of war. You could like latch on, just be like, "Hey guys, group up, Power Rangers, go!" It's so dumb. I had something to say, but I don't remember it now.
Electro Griffin confirmed. That's what's going to happen.
What was I saying before Grizzle went on about things that we don't know?
No idea.
Oh yeah, the meta. So
Meta.
the one thing that I fear is the way that someone may find a way to abuse the fact that the dome locks in at 5 minutes as soon as you put it down, and that immediately gives the hunters defenders advantage, which is something they only had at stage 3. So if a monster is being defensive in armor channeling, they can find a way to mitigate around a dome in a manner in which they do not give the monster anything but that 5-minute timer to grade. So even if you trade, like, say, for instance, 1 strike, that brings the timer down to 4 minutes for the entire duration.
One strike
saying
would
just
bring it down
monsters
a lot more than
mitigating.
that.
Does it? What's the time for it to bring down?
3.5 minutes per
Oh,
strike.
Per strike? Alright.
Yeah.
So he gets...
You-
So if you find a way
Like,
to
if you're
mitigate and
mitigating,
protect it-
you're basically out of the dome after getting 1 strike. If it's a really good team and in stage 1 you think you're going to get 1 strike, you're probably good. And if they're playing super defense and not going after you, you could go in, burn your armor, and get an attempt. If that doesn't work, you have another shot. I mean, at least you could probably armor channel back and get more attempts to getting a strike. It's not just... Well, you're probably still better off just committing because, I mean, the longer you're attacking, the more likely you're getting a strike. I don't know. We'll see. I don't think it's going to be the people's fear of 5-minute domes. Like, I don't think there will ever be an actual 5-minute dome in any kind of real game.
Yeah, I don't think
Someone's
so either.
going to die.
Not unless someone pulls off some, I don't know, like where they, I don't know, perhaps they hide in a dome like that good, but I don't think that's even possible even then.
Or the still existence of god domes.
Well, no, actually, no,
Yeah.
I said that. I mean,
I felt that
yeah,
yesterday.
oh god domes, yeah, of course.
It's replicable now.
Or if they just simply don't fight, which, by the way, was going to happen to me in one dome. Like, I think they got a shitty dome. It was on Distillery. I was one of the warehouses. I just sat in there and regen my armor. They were all on the outside, and they just waited for me. The only reason I came out and fought them, otherwise I would have just stayed in there for the whole 5 minutes, was because the actual timer started for the the countdown for the overall timer for the game to end.
Just poke him, dude. Just give him a flame breath. Just go
I
back
could have
in.
done, but then I just thought, you know what, I'm not going to lose anything in this dome anyway, so I just went and killed them. But like, I could have just stayed down there, and they would have had to have come fight me at some point. But yeah, I could have just did that, yeah. But flame breathed them, gone back in there. But I just thought, you know what, this isn't fun.
Yeah.
But I mean, as far as those concerns, it's... And there was a lot of them prior to the patch. I would like to see, like, a week from now, what the public kind of consensus is. Like, what do they still think is an issue? Because there's a lot of people... there's a Reddit post where a guy was like, I'm just going to spend 5 minutes every dome and waste your time. It's like,
Well, try
Good luck.
then, mate. If you've got a crap team, I don't even know if the crap team that would happen, to be honest. And the thing is, if you find it fun running around a dome for 5 minutes, then touche.
And if
If
you want
that's
to
what you
mitigate
like
for 5
doing,
minutes,
yeah,
let me know how that
it's-
works out for you.
Yeah, I mean, if that's something you enjoy doing as well, then fair enough. But I think you'll find that you'll have a lot more fun, and it'll benefit you a lot more if you fight. Although, I need to play some of the other monsters a lot more because I just fucking love Meteor so much. But I find that against a good team, I have to go straight for the stage 2. I have to try and get stage 2 straight away because in a stage 1 dome with a good team, I am not getting strikes. There's just no chance.
Yeah, I feel like
Deanimate's in the chat now. He can back me up on that. But
there's a lot of monsters that aren't doing this enough. It's like when a hunter throws the dome, the monster needs to immediately go and attack that hunter if it's not assault. Like
Yeah.
the first person that enters the dome that's not assault, you need to like immediately get on because
Yeah.
they're not going to have medic or support for a while because they're all split to like catch you.
not only that,
And
I waste out the
it's like
matrix. or
watching their
whatever.
jetpack. Like,
Yeah,
did they
yeah,
use
that
jetpack
too.
to get this dome? Like, you need to force them to use jetpack to get that dome if you can, and then yeah, you need to jump on them immediately. Like maybe even before they throw it, just
yeah,
immediately.
too many monsters are just playing like it's only a 1 minute dome. They can just mitigate all damage.
Or they're thinking like, oh well, there's a hunter right there. Maybe if I run really fast, I can get away. You're not getting away. It's unless they're
Yeah,
asleep, you're not getting away. Attack the guy. He's maybe alone. or
Yeah.
at least
Mine
force something
usually, like the train of thought for the few games I actually got to play as monsters. Typically, was Planet Scanner used recently? Yes or no? Okay, if it was, all right, I'm about to get domed. I'm gonna try a stealth play and see if I can ambush. That's pretty much it. If you know the dome's ready and they got Planet Scanner, you might as well at least try an ambush.
I mean, if you feel like you're close to an evolve or you're not behind on your feeding, if you're on a good pace for that, then yeah, you can ambush. But just the word stealth make me cringe in this update. Most of the problems I see with people playing is like they're trying to stealth. They're trying to do like a pure stealth game. It's like,
Hey, I've pulled it
it's not
off.
gonna work.
Well,
Okay.
against D&D.
I literally had to throw a
yes,
rock across the
but-
map to get one team to find me. I have it on clip. Like
Yeah,
they
I mean,
walked right past me, and I
I-
was like,
Against
I'm over
some pretty
here!
good players, against some pretty good players, I was actually able to do some pretty sneaky stuff. Like you can obviously, I mean, I take it back. Look, if you go on my play free video, there's a clip in there somewhere where I sneak right past Chris Ashton and a few of the other devs, and they had no idea. Sneaking's still a thing. I was right under their nose.
I'm not saying it's completely gone.
Yeah. It's
And
to buy you
has-
more time. It's just to buy you more time, basically, and it works.
But I mean, yeah, they you might be able to get like an evolve, like getting no domes at stage 1 would be like a little quick sneak thing you could do. That'd be great. Like getting stage 2 without getting domed would be great. Yes, and
That's difficult.
but you're going to you really unless they're just really not getting the game, you're going to get domed on the evolve or right after it. You're not going to get anywhere after that stage 1 evolve.
Exactly.
yeah.
But I mean, like in competitive scene, I would say, yeah, that'd be a good, like if you get a good juke, great. You skip the stage 1 dome. That would be worth it, for sure.
But it's a risk play. Definitely a risk play.
It's so much riskier now. But the main thing is you don't stealth as a main mode of play now. You just can't. You look for very quick opportunities to stealth.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm not saying that you're going to be sneaking the whole game. No, that's just silly. Yeah, you can't because of Planet Scan.
Okay.
But
Well,
yeah.
I think since we're actually going to be on time today, I am going to end this on the note of what we requested from the community earlier. So I'm going to say to each person, we're going to start with Puggims, go to Grizzle, then me, and then we're going to go to good old Two Balanced over here for the question. Is if you had to give new players one piece of advice, what would it be?
For fuck's sake.
Oh, that's hard. There's so much.
Pick one.
Oh, I've got one. Okay, I'm good now.
Nope, Puggims.
If anyone steals it, I swear fucking down.
Puggims steal it for the love of God.
Please don't. Puggims, don't steal it. I'm warning you.
My thing would be is knowing when to conserve jetpack. Like when you're approaching the monster, don't waste jetpack. Conserve it. Use it for dodging abilities, or just keep your distance. Don't be greedy with your jetpack and try like, oh, I'm gonna like go straight after the monster, because that's when they turn on you and they kill you for wasting jetpack. It's so hard to survive now that you really need to use all of your jetpack very specifically if you really want to maximize your survival.
Yeah, and the new jetpack is so nice now. You can get 4 bursts or
it's
bursts
beautiful.
really, really easily. Like before, you would have to press double tap or double space like really, really well for you to get 4 bursts. Or like the slightest amount, it would take a little bit of juice out, and you couldn't get all 4. It was really, really like
Right.
not user friendly.
Yeah, it's better now, but there's still the same thing as before. Like, it's same as it's always been.
Same
As you're
principle.
approaching the monster, you start using less and less jetpack. Like,
Yeah.
if you know he's 200 meters away, burn it efficiently and just like go for speed. But as you get within 100 meters, line of sight 50 meters, you want it to be full almost all the time and try, or at least half or something. Conserve jetpack near the monster.
All right, Grizzle, you're up.
Character knowledge. You need, if you like, I know you don't have access, especially in the new player, you don't have access to all the characters, but looking them up and finding out what every single character does and how they play. Because one, that'll help you with deciding perhaps what you might want to buy with your keys first. And then the other thing is that that'll also, I mean, if you don't know what Lazarus does, how the hell are you going to have a good chance of knowing how to, play monster against him? You need to know how the characters work and what they do. because they all play out so differently. And if you don't know what a certain character does, then you aren't gonna know how to play properly against them. And so you need to know what each monster does, what their abilities are. You need to know what all the hunters do, what their abilities are. Otherwise, you're playing blind. I mean, it's fine if you're playing against other new players that are in the same boat, but it's going to give you so much more of an advantage if you know what you're actually playing with and how to play with it. Like, that's the way I see it anyway.
All right. I guess mine's going to be the flame one, so I'm going to go with this. Welcome to Evolve. You suck, and it's okay. We'll teach you what you need to know. We'll answer questions. So, like, the one thing that you need to keep in mind is, yes, you suck. You're going to lose. It's okay. That's the big piece of advice. It's okay. Talk to your teammates and ask what do they need to succeed. Don't worry about, whatever you want to do. Don't worry. Like, to be honest, you're probably wrong. I know you think, okay, I'm going to run over here and dome the monster by myself as Trapper or as Griffin, and the team's on the other side of Wraith Trap at Helipad and you're in jungle. No, that is not okay. Just relax. Ask your teammates what you can do to succeed and ask questions. People will be more than happy to help if you ask.
So you suck in communication. Well, it'd be two things then.
It's the same thing. It's welcome. You suck. You need to communicate. It's okay, and people will help you.
Did Zoom do his?
No, I'm about to. Kind of
Zoom
to add
in
on
with
to
your gun.
Seeds. Kind of to add on to Seeds, communication is really key. There's push to talk in this game for a reason. In a cooperative game like this, you really, really need to say something. Like, okay, I don't have my heal burst. I'm about to dome the monster. Just like call out what you're about to do and what you're doing, and so your teammates can say where they are. It's really, really important that you communicate. And one more thing is, please, God, do your job. Like Kyra's, I don't need you napalming me. I don't need Val tranking the monster when I'm getting focused. I don't need any of this. I need to be healed.
Kyra
I need
napalming
love,
you,
damn it!
That's
I
like
need
Grizzle's
love!
thing. Like, they
Please
don't
just
know what
love me.
Kyra does, and they haven't researched what Kyra does, so they think they're healing. They don't realize they have to hit 2, then shoot your teammate.
But like,
Character knowledge, man. I'm telling you, it's
All
important.
right, and just to address someone
You
that's
gotta know what you're playing.
posting in chat, because I think all this is great tips, and I think those are things that people can really take forward. The founders thing is not bullshit. Like, I agree with that 100%. The only part that really irks me about it, everything else is wonderful and fantastic and fucking, but the only thing that really irks me about it is the fucking 3,000 coins. That's the only part that irks me. It's like, it's either
What,
too
you
much-
think more?
I don't know
Oh,
what I
that's
feel. I feel like if it either would have been like just
I
top
think
it
it's
off,
too little. I personally think it's too
like give
little.
it like
yeah.
one or the other. Give us more or give us less.
I don't
like, give
know.
us
I
none.
don't think less.
I
Give us
honestly
none.
don't care. Compare it to free to
Well,
play
you
and
can,
what those
obviously,
players
it's not
have.
free to
It's they already have all of their. They have to buy every character. Well,
Yeah.
how much is it? I don't even know how much to
400,000.
buy a character.
It's like
400k odd. Yeah,
It's like
it's a
400k.
lot.
400.
400k for
That's
every
what they're saying.
character?
That's what Skills posted. I'm quoting Skills. That's what she said.
Look, the way I see it though, they're gonna have ways you can probably earn keys a lot better. And the other thing is, also it brings players back. If they're going to be able to unlock every single character within the week, then,
All right.
I mean, they probably
Full
will
disclosure.
still play,
Full
It
disclosure
gives them a
moment.
goal. It gives them goals.
Who started with 3k coins? Put up your hand. Okay, thank you. We just had to get that
fuck
full
you.
disclosure out of the way. All right, now we're good. But yeah, so like that's like that. Like I don't know, like the 3k coins. It feels like they gave us a whole bunch of stuff. They're like, hey, here's a Lamborghini. Hey, here's a Ferrari. Hey, we bought you a house. Hey, here's a dime.
Yeah.
It's like you just gave me all this awesome stuff. Why did you give me the dime? Why? Like, you know, like I can make that 3k in my first match. I think I did.
Well, the thing is, you have to grind all variants out. That's the other fantastic thing, I think. I don't know if that applies if they make new characters and monsters and hunters, but that's the other bonus, I guess, which is a big one. But yeah, I agree. The 3,000 keys thing, considering what that buys you, I mean, I'm hoping that that's just kind of like, that's just to begin with, and then like they're going to have other ways that you can perhaps earn keys like more to others. I mean, also they're going to have they did this weekend, but it wasn't advertised very well. I think someone blamed 2K about it, but like they had a double. If you didn't know, they had
Well,
a
if something's
double
wrong, you got to blame
screen
2K, right? Or you blame
Yeah,
TRS.
oh, yeah, of
Or you
course,
blame
yeah,
Grizzle
no,
because
yeah.
he didn't make a video about it.
All that, yeah. I mean, I normally get that. It's all my fault, but yeah, there was a double
Always.
keys weekend this weekend. Did anyone even know that actually went on?
Yeah.
I went on.
I
I
knew
actually messaged and I was
yesterday.
like, I don't feel the double.
Yeah, I knew
points.
yesterday.
I was like, is this really double keys?
Yeah, that's the thing. They need to advertise that a lot more.
That's
But
it?
things
The thing
like
is,
things like that. It's gonna allow you to earn more keys.
Apparently,
And
what was
they'll have
happening was
things
they
like-
would display on screen that you earned, 500 keys, and then it would give them all to you, but you actually got 1,000 keys. It just wouldn't tell you that you got 1,000 keys.
There's still bugs, displays, and all sorts they need to sort.
So it
I
was
could
like-
care less about the keys. I mean, I don't know.
I want
It's
keys,
just
damn it.
I'm gonna get them. It's gonna get there. I guess one part I do not mind. I feel like that's gonna be something that's gonna be keeping some people out of competitive for a bit longer because they don't want to go in without their full perk selection.
Well, it just
but-
means we turn off like perks and that shit.
Yeah, but they're like
Hey.
such a big part of the game.
Yeah,
Like the
I'm not
perk
arguing
system?
that. I'm not arguing that, but I think if there's a tournament this weekend, it needs perks off. Because otherwise, one side's gonna have a huge advantage.
Yeah, I guess that's true. But
But again,
no,
that
I
goes
think
back to
that
the
what
rule
they
set
well,
discussion.
I'm hoping that if they had some kind of way so that for competitive play they could have like all characters and all perks available, then I think that would be really good. But
I think ranked they should have all available. If you want them in customs or quick play, but if you in ranked,
one thing I do think they should do though, which is actually very simple, I think that in only solo play, so literally when you're just there with AI, you should have access to everything. Simply because that gives players then the ability to find out what characters do and also decide which ones they want.
Yeah.
And what they want, and I think that's something that needs to happen because otherwise they're going completely blind into what they're buying, and probably chances are most new players are not going to do the research and they're going to go buy fucking Carla,
That's
which
fair.
is really not advisable.
every free-to-play
and,
game has like a
it's-
trial mode where you can try out the different characters.
Oh, we've got this character can teleport, and it's like, it's just like no.
Can lower the monster's armor.
Oh
my god, you teleported the
yeah.
medic outside the dome. You're hacking. It's like,
I'm
what?
totally getting that character. It's so overpowered. Like,
Have you seen
Yeah.
that bucket skin? It's great. I love that.
I mean, I played Portal 2 with one person. Playing Portal 2 with 3 people that don't have mics and don't know how to go through portals would be extremely frustrating, and that's exactly what it would be for noobs
Exactly,
buying
yeah.
Kala. It's just, I've got portals, but no one's going to use them, and I don't know how to use
Well,
them.
Daisy will.
Yeah.
but I
Daisy
think
will.
that would definitely be a good addition. I think players, and I don't think anyone would complain. Obviously, I think that's a good thing because then players can actually understand what the characters do and then what ones they perhaps want and want to buy.
But yeah, no, I think it's like, I don't know, it's a long ways off. Like, we're still at, like, initial launch. This is the beta, so a lot of the stuff is being changed and fluctuated for the full release of Evolve Stage 2, which, whenever that happens, it'll be on all 3 consoles as opposed to just PC. So, as an Xbox player, fuck, that was a tongue twister. So, how does that,
An
like,
Xbox
are you
player,
looking
it's
forward
not-
to seeing what the consoles do on the Stage 2, or what do you think is going to happen in that scene? Zoom.
You even
Sorry,
care
I
about
was
them anymore?
typing. I was typing afresh about the tournament
How
thingy, but
how recently did you switch to PC?
6 months ago?
yeah.
Oh,
pretty much.
that's about the same time I switched actually.
But they started
no,
showing
he
up
switched
around
after you.
Quickshot.
He switched
Like,
after you.
I switched. Yeah, but like 6 months. Yeah, it's pretty close.
You
either way,
switched in like
maybe-
November, Grizzle.
Was it November?
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Time flies.
You
No,
and I
don't
were
know.
playing together in November.
Yeah, I think I kept switching
You
back.
were
to
you were
Xbox
using a
versions.
controller
went-
because you're a pleb.
I think I
but
was. Yeah, that's my first switch.
In my defense, I never once used a controller. Not once.
not even
Not
on
a console?
not even on Xbox.
No, obviously on the Xbox, but when I switched to PC,
Busted.
No, I
It's still
didn't use it for
fine.
long. I didn't use it for long. Like I just used it because I was playing with people and I didn't want to completely suck. Like where
I
I
was
was
level
deploying my
7
shield
and I
half
went
the
and played Fresh, Reich, Puggims, Mad Cow,
time.
all on mouse and keyboard. Didn't matter to me, dude.
Yeah, I watched back Reich's gameplay, Puggims. I love how he thought that Britain was a platform. Like, I don't know where I got that from, but that was
Wait, it isn't.
kind of random. No, it's not. But like, yeah, no, it's just I think that Puggims Fresh asked where I was from, and then like in terms of like where I live, and then he goes, oh, he's from Xbox. It's like, didn't know Xbox was a country.
They've got their own language. There's a whole bunch of freaks over there. Like
I don't
know,
pretend to
I'll-
understand Europeans.
In Germany.
I
Oh man.
think we kind of burned through the topics. I mean, it's
Yeah,
okay
I
if
think
we
we're good. We're gonna
stop
end
a
on
few
time.
minutes early. I think I've thought of a lot more things to talk about, and there's a lot more things I intend to talk about next week. This is kind of like a more
Are we doing
general.
Friday or Monday?
You will. I can say you will have more stuff to talk
Grizzle,
about next week. So it's fine.
I want no more teases from you.
Oh, hold on, one more tease. So he was asking when we should do the stream next week.
Are we going to do it on
I'm
Friday
fine
this
not
week
doing
or
it
Monday?
Friday. I think some people might like to do things Friday.
What,
but
social life? What is this shit?
yeah, I mean, I could do it Friday, but I think
Want to do it Thursday then, like after the announcement that they do?
I mean, then you're missing out on Thursday, but that's fine.
No, we can do Thursday here, and then it's just like a pre-drink for you. Well, I assume if I call you at 8 in the morning, it's still pre-drinking hour, but that's me.
Right, but
So,
no,
like,
but
when are we
so
doing
by
this one? The next one?
Thursday, will we have things to talk about? I mean, I've got plenty of things that we can talk about next week anyway, even if we do it Monday. But I'm thinking we could talk about. There's a lot of things I want to talk about ranked ideas, and then maps. We talked about maps a lot, and then just like specifics into like the meta and what comps we think are gonna really shine. But some of those things we'll have more time to witness it in a week from now. I don't know. If there's a tournament this weekend, then I'd like to see how that plays out and talk about that too.
There's a lot of things that are coming out. Like the rule set will be finalized by then. I'll probably have it done tonight or tomorrow for Legacy, and see how that goes. It's probably gonna be very close to standardized matches, so it's gonna be pretty much because we don't want to deviate too much because we don't know enough about the rules, or we don't know the ins and outs. We didn't know it anywhere near as much as we did, right? So I don't know. It's an iffy zone, but yeah. So
we
like,
don't
we'll have
know
lots to
what
talk.
rules need to be made. I mean, I don't know.
Everything's changed. Stage 2.
Yep.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
But anyway,
So-
it seems like there's things to talk about next week, and I'm sure we'll be back for it. I'm ready. Just hit me up. But can we set a time already? Like what day?
I'd say like Thursday. I like
Thursday sounds great to me.
As long
Alright.
as it's 11
Thursday.
o'clock, I'll be around. So what's 11 for me?
Thursday,
anyway.
same time. So for you guys in this call right now, like ding, 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 wherever direction you are, you guys are going to be on early. So we're going to be on it. We're going to be on at 5:30, and we're going to start at 6.
I'll have a
5:30.
webcam. as well.
Start
Well,
at
I have
6.
class on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but I get home at like 6.
Well, it's
So,
okay. You're a guest. You don't have to make the commitment.
6 Central?
Yeah.
That's gonna be 7 your time seats.
Fine. We'll do it 7 my time. I don't care. We'll do it. So 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
We'll
do
make
it
a
then.
post on the forums.
Yeah, we'll post it then. But in the meantime, Helix Gamers is hosting a tournament this weekend for PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Xbox One and PS4 are running on a slight deviation from Quickshot rules, and PC is going to be running on a whole new rule set to integrate Stage 2.
Is anyone actually going? I mean, not to bat anyone around, but is anyone actually going to sign up for that? On like, is there a point for Xbox
There are
and
things
PS4?
that you just don't ask because we don't know the answer to this.
Yeah, but you know,
Don't
like
be a dick, all right?
I'm not being a
Don't be a
dick.
dick.
I'm
I
just
don't
kind
know.
of like.
Teams could compete. They have their
I wasn't being a dick, I'm
prizes.
just kind of stating what's.
They have prizes they're giving out, so if you want a prize, go compete. I don't know what the prize is. I haven't looked at it that well, to be honest.
Could they send me
but-
like $20?
You could get your Manhunter Griffin skin. Finally.
You can't use money, bro. You gotta get paid in keys. God damn it, give me those keys. I just want my keys. But yeah, so
Alright, well,
Helix
let's,
Gaming's hosting
Let's
this
start
weekend.
signing off.
I'm trying to do that, man. I'm trying. I'm really trying. In the meantime, while
I'll
we're doing
shut
the
up.
sign-off, Balance, I need you to find a stream for us to pump up, since you are the guest of honor today. Because Puggims is no. He's done it too many times. He's too
I
honorable.
heard this guy called Giant Trip Rail's really cool. Let's give
For
him.
fuck's sakes.
That's not. Okay.
I'm just saying I can start my stream up. I'm
Alright.
about to get on it.
All right. Well,
Well, let's
we're gonna
find
Puggims is
out.
always a viable option, but
no,
I
not
think
Puggims.
I'll be
it's
back.
We get
one,
Pug-
the only
All right. So
Bubble-
before we do that, Puggims, what's your stream link?
It is Puggims. Yeah,
Perfect.
I can post it in chat, but it's just.
Hey Grizzle, what's your YouTube link?
What's my YouTube link? I'll just link it, I guess.
All right, Seeds, what's your Twitch link? Oh, wait, you're already there. Shut up. So, and Zoom, 2 Balanced, do you do anything?
Wait,
How
what?
can they, like, support you?
You fucking pleb, do you do anything?
No, dude.
Do
Just,
you even stream,
whenever
bro?
I go into a stream, this would be amazing if people could do this. Whenever I go into a stream, don't argue with me that Wasteland Maggie is good. Just please. She is like, just don't argue with me about trappers. I know what I'm talking about. Like, please. Or like saying Behemoth is OP and then saying, have you ever played against a good Behemoth? The tongue grab is completely broken. Just
Oh, Puggims, I saw your stream yesterday. You seemed very passionate about playing Behemoth. It was.
All right, we're trying to do the sign-off. We're trying not to deviate.
Yeah,
We're trying
well,
to end
can we just do
on
it?
time. We will end on time, damn it.
that's pretty much it.
No, I'll handle the side. All you shut up. I'll handle the side. All right, we got 2 Balance, aka Zoom here. Parker Lewis. He is playing for NDG. He'll on a competitive team. He'll be around. And we also got GrizzleMarine, YouTube super sensation. He is famous everywhere. He's got so many videos, so many views. I mean, just everyone adores him. So check him out on YouTube, and he's doing Twitch now. And we got Seeds. We're already on his channel. He's a caster in hiatus, I know, but hopefully be caster again and player and streamer right now. So check him out. You're already on the channel, and I'm a streamer as well. And I'm playing for Dildozers, and hopefully we will be doing tournaments soon. But we are signing off, and we will be doing this again next week. There will be info on the forums, and it's probably going to be Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern, it sounds like.
And for those of you watching live, stay tuned, because we're going to do things afterwards. But for those of you watching live, stay tuned. And for those of you that are in the VODs, well, click the links in the doobly-doo, and they'll have more in the description for you. See y'all later.
Sounds good.
Next time, let's let Puggims do the sign.
I didn't even get to
every
click the
single time, because
goddamn
you just-
button
you just
yet.
babble
No,
the
I
fuck
didn't
off.
get to click the button yet. You're still going out. You're still
Puggims,
going
seriously,
out. Oh my god.
What are you doing? Come on.